President Cyril Ramaphosa has stunned the nation by declaring that white Afrikaners unhappy with transformation and democracy are free to leave. The door is open. The comment, delivered during what was meant to be a routine economic reform briefing, was met with gasps, furious press questions, and, within hours, international headlines. "Let me be clear," Ramaphosa said, pausing dramatically. "If there are those who believe their privilege is under threat because black South Africans are finally being empowered, then they must pack their bags. South Africa is for all of us, not just those who want to dominate it forever." He concluded with a line that is now echoing across social media and international newsrooms. "We are building a nation, not babysitting bitterness." Within 24 hours, the hashtag #AfrikanerExit exploded across platforms like X and TikTok. Posts showed families at airports, loading moving trucks, and posing with US flags, often with captions like "It's been real, Mzansi. But we're out." Some far-right activists called it the second great trek. Others sarcastically dubbed it Boerlif 2025. Prominent white Afrikaans singer Steve Hofmeyr live-streamed himself tearing up his South African flag and declaring, "If this is what democracy looks like, then I'll find liberty elsewhere, maybe in Texas." By Tuesday evening, charter flight bookings to Atlanta, Dallas, and Nashville, areas with growing Afrikaans-speaking enclaves, spiked. Caught off guard by the sudden influx of Afrikaner visa applications and public appeals, a bewildered U.S. State Department issued a lukewarm statement. The United States welcomes legal immigration but has not announced any new program specifically for South African nationals at this time. Unofficially, a White House aide was overheard asking, "Wait, is this a real thing or another South African meme?" Meanwhile, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis reportedly contacted a local Afrikaans church in Tampa to explore settlement opportunities, raising speculation that the issue may become a talking point in the 2026 U.S. midterms. Back home, the reaction was sharply divided. ANC supporters and Pan-Africanist parties celebrated the president's remarks, saying it was long overdue. "They threatened to leave when we ended apartheid. Then they threatened to leave when we got land back. Now they're actually leaving. Great. We'll manage," said EFF MP Naledi Makona. The Democratic Alliance, however, accused Ramaphosa of inciting division and economic instability. "This is not leadership. This is provocation," said DA leader John Steenshuisen. "Afrikaners are part of this nation too, whether the president likes it or not." AgriSA and AfriForum expressed alarm, citing fears of capital flight, farm closures, and the psychological impact on Afrikaans youth who already feel culturally alienated. "We are not against transformation," said an AfriForum spokesperson. "We are against targeted rhetoric that paints us all as villains for political points." Some Afrikaner groups see this as an opportunity to carve out a new future abroad. A newly formed movement called Boer Nation Abroad is actively crowdfunding for land in Texas and Montana, claiming they want to establish a safe haven for our culture, without guilt, without quotas. A rival parody movement, Boers in Brooklyn, posted a viral video of young Afrikaners rapping in Afrikaans on a New York subway, saying, "If you're gonna leave, might as well do it fabulously." Political analysts are still debating whether Ramaphosa's statement was a genuine emotional outburst or a calculated pivot. "It's classic diversion politics," says Professor Kai Dlamini, a political analyst at Wits. Ramaphosa is facing heat from all sides, from the ANC Youth League, from civil unrest, and from his own cabinet. What better way to rally the base than by poking the last colonial nerve? But if the exodus continues, it won't just be symbolic. It will affect the economy, the tax base, and the perception of national stability, he added.